What's up, guys? Ryan from IW Nerd here. Today in this video we're going to be going through the best Roman Reigns matches of all time. These are according to Dave Meltzer's star ratings from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. In this video we have only included matches that have been rated 4.5 stars or above. He rates the matches out of 5, so these are his matches that have been deemed the best according to Dave Meltzer. So let's get into it. Up first, we have The Shield versus Ryback and Team Hell No from the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view back in 2012. This was a 6-man tag team Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. This was actually the in-ring debut of The Shield. Obviously, they went on to go on to amazing things as singles guys, but this is kind of where it all began in this TLC match at TLC 2012. Okay, so up next, we have The Shield versus the Wyatt family in a 6-man tag team match. This came on the March 3rd, 2014 episode of Monday Night Raw. This match received 4.5 stars from Dave Meltzer. Pretty rare to see Raw and SmackDown matches end up rated over kind of 4 stars, just because with commercials and everything that goes along with it, it's harder to put on a really good match, so this one is even more impressive. Okay, up next we have The Shield versus Evolution, which is made up by Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. This came at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view back in 2014, and this is another 6-man tag team match that was rated 4.5 stars from Dave Meltzer. Okay, up next we have the first singles match on this list for Roman Reigns. He ended up facing off against Daniel Bryan at the Fastlane pay-per-view in 2015. The winner of this match earned a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 31 against Brock Lesnar. Okay, up next we have the match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. I have Seth Rollins here in brackets because it's impossible not to spoil it. Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and turned this into a triple threat, but the match itself, with kind of all of the elements, received a 4.5 star rating from Dave Meltzer. Up next, we have a match between Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Dean Ambrose. This came at the Fastlane pay-per-view in 2016. The winner of this match earned a WWE title match against Triple H at WrestleMania 32. It received 4.5 stars. Up next, we have a match between Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. This came at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in 2016. This was a Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Up next, we have the match from Survivor Series in 2016. Roman represented Team Raw alongside Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens to face off against Team SmackDown, which was AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Shane McMahon. This was a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Up next, we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view back in 2017. This was a no disqualification match for the Universal Championship. We also had Chris Jericho suspended above the ring in a shark cage for this match. Next up, we have Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. This was at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in 2017. This was a Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match. The winner of this match earned a Universal Championship match at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Up next, we have The Shield versus Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. This was at the Fastlane pay-per-view in 2019. The Shield ended up reuniting for this match at Fastlane. This was actually Roman Reigns' first match back after his battle with leukemia. Next up, we have another singles match between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. This was a Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match for the Universal Championship. This one took place at the TLC pay-per-view in 2020 and received a 4.5 star rating from Dave Meltzer. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan met again at the Fastlane pay-per-view, this time in 2021. This was for the Universal Championship, with Edge serving as the special guest enforcer for this match. The main event of night 2 of WrestleMania 37 was the triple threat match for the Universal Championship. That was between Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. This was the WrestleMania that was affected by COVID-19. This match received a 4.5 star rating. Up next, we have another match between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. This came on the April 30th, 2021 episode of SmackDown. This was for the Universal Championship. The stipulation was that if Daniel Bryan lost the match, he was officially banished from SmackDown. Up next, we have the six-man tag team match from the WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view in 2022. This was the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre and RK Bro, which is Randy Orton and Riddle. Up next, we have a Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Riddle. This took place on the June 17th, 2022 episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Roman Reigns faced off against Brock Lesnar at the SummerSlam pay-per-view in 2022. This was a last man standing match for the undisputed Universal Championship. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre faced off in the main event of the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view in 2022. This was a match for the undisputed Universal Championship, and it received 4.5 stars from Meltzer. Up next, we have Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This was at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia in 2022. Up next, we have the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This was the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania 39. This was for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Up next, we have the main event of the Night of Champions pay-per-view in 2023. It was the Bloodline, which was Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This was a tag team match for the undisputed tag team titles. The main event of the 2023 Money in the Bank pay-per-view featured the Bloodline Civil War tag team match. This was between the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, against the Bloodline, which is Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. This match received 4.5 stars from Meltzer. We are now moving up to the next tier, so all of these matches have been rated 4.75 stars out of 5. So up first we have SummerSlam 2017. This match saw Roman Reigns face off against Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Samoa Joe. This was a fatal four-way match for the Universal Championship. There was also a stipulation that if Lesnar lost the title, he and Paul Heyman had to leave WWE. Up next in the 4.75 star tier, we have the match between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. This was at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in 2023. It was the main event, and it was for the undisputed Universal Championship. The main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania XL was between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This was the Bloodline Rules match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Up next, we have the match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. This was the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 41. It ended up receiving a 4.75 rating, and it was the second highest rated match of WrestleMania 41 weekend. The highest rated was the Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley match, which received 5 stars. There you have it. Those are all of Roman Reigns' matches that have been rated either 4.5 stars or 4.75 stars from Dave Meltzer. To get more of his ratings, you can subscribe to him at f4wonline.com. You can subscribe to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. And let us know what you think of his ratings. Do you think that he rated any too low? Do you think any of these are too high? We'd love to kind of hear your take about it. And please subscribe to this channel, IW Nerd, for more of these videos in the future. And thanks a lot.